Today we're going to be touring a master plan community that you guys are going to fall in love with everything you could look for in a neighborhood. Make sure you guys stay tuned. I'm going to tell you guys everything you need to know about this neighborhood, and make sure you guys get a walkthrough tour. Let's do it. All right, guys, so we have 3 different types of neighborhoods within this master plan community. You're gonna have the estates, the hills, and the creekside, and we're gonna check out all 3 of them and make sure you guys know exactly what this neighborhood entails. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Let's go look at it. Now guys, this neighborhood has so much to offer. We're gonna make sure we tell you exactly what all that it entails as far as the HOA, the different things, the amenities, why it can almost be a self-sufficient community, and there's so much information. So I know you guys are gonna be excited, but let's start this one off with a walk tour of a beautiful model home. This one is gonna be the Elkhorn. It is 4,284 square feet, and you guys just have to check this one out. Come check it out, let's go. You guys know this already if you've watched my YouTube channel for quite a while, but there's no better garage than this one right here. I absolutely love them. Not only do they have the regular 2-car garage here, 2-car garage style door, but they also have the RV garage door set up in the same manner. Just super sexy, super modern. For me personally, it would have me sold, but it depends on if you like that style or maybe something more casual as far as the regular blocked garage style. So walking up to the home, you're gonna notice right away they have tons of natural lighting in the home, but you're gonna notice we have tons of open space. Look how high the ceiling is. You just cannot beat this as far as how Boise Hunter Homes builds the homes, and they're just such great builders. It's not Idaho's #1 builder. CBH builds the most homes in Idaho, but when it comes to quality, I think Boise Hunter Homes just takes the cake. From the walls to the stairways to the offices. Like, check out this office right here. Gorgeous French doors, gorgeous desk, and I love how they stage it just so you can really get a good idea of how to potentially model the home. But for those of you that are just looking for a nice little area to come in, take a seat, and just enjoy this. And you know what, while we're in the office, let's talk about this community a little more. So you have, this is a feature sheet. They have so much information as far as what this community has to offer. And just to name off a couple of them, 5 acres of manicured site, 8,840 square foot clubhouse, fitness center, kids playroom, catering kitchen, coffee bar, indoor and outdoor lounges, conference room, HOA office, 100 feet by 45 feet pool, fire pits, grilling area, soccer field, basketball court, sand volleyball, playground, pavilion, pickleball courts. Guys, this neighborhood literally offers so much, and there's things that are on here that they don't even talk about. So for example, did you know living in this neighborhood, which, fun fact, they just told me that 90% of the neighborhood demographic wise actually moved here from California, and then there's some other people that relocated this way from other states. But not only are they self-sufficient in the matter of just being its own community and being away from everything, they also have their own garden, which you can actually sign up or subscribe to, and they'll bring you produce from the garden in the neighborhood itself. They even have a beautiful horse stable where you can actually leave your horse and they'll even maintain the horse for you, or horses, depending on how many you have. But the nice thing is this neighborhood is surrounded by wildlife protection, so there's not gonna be anything getting built around here, which is awesome. But now I will say in the future, they may eventually change that. We just never know where it may go, but I do want to warn you guys with that. So let's keep it moving. So as you kind of walk around this home, now if you've seen one of our recent videos, we did another tour. That one was going to be at the North Harris Ranch, but this neighborhood is similar but not, because you have 3 different kind of subdivisions, right? You have the hills, which is going to give you just unparalleled views. You have the hills, which just gives you unparalleled views, which is actually where we're at right now. This is where this model home is set up. So they are still building this out. They have 1,200 homes that they're going to be building. They've only built about 600 of them. So they're estimating that this is going to be another 10-year project. So it's been in the making for quite a while now. But when you're building homes of this quality, like for example, come check out this kitchen. You have all these beautiful bars. They have some amazing Bosch appliances. Then you've come over here, not only do they have the Bosch kitchen, you have, look at how gorgeous and how huge this island is. There's so much room just for anything and everything you could possibly imagine, whether you're hosting, whether you are just trying to cook a family meal, whether you're trying to build a bachelor pad, you just have room for whatever you can think of. They also have more Bosch appliances, Bosch gas stove, which, you know, gas is just better than electric. Let's not even have an argument about it. Comment below, actually, I'm curious on your opinions. Do you think gas stoves are better, or do you like electric better? And as you kind of just continue to walk through the home, dining area is huge. You can kind of tell, like, just to give you guys reference as far as the house itself, I'm 5'8", I'm a short king, but you can tell the ceiling has so much more capacity. You have super high ceilings, not just in the entrance, but throughout the home. So it's not like, you just feel like there's just so much more space than there really is. It may be like a 4,000 square foot home and it could feel just like 5,000 square feet, strictly because of the fact that they've given you so much space and so much room to just breathe. Now, coming outside, something that you're also going to love is that you always have the option to have a beautiful outdoor patio that is covered. Sometimes depending on the home, you could also include a balcony, depending on the floor plan and those different things. But as far as backyards, you're gonna have more than enough room. So if you have dogs, I got 2 dogs, I got a pit bull and a wiener dog, and they would go absolutely berserk if they were here and just love it. So tons of backyard space. And now here's the nice thing about this neighborhood. They have half-acre lots options, they have full-acre lot options. So depending on what you're looking for in a home, they're going to have tons of availability. Since there's so much more construction left, you have 3 different types of options as far as picking a home, right? You're going to have your option to purchase a home that is not even built, where you could pick the lot, you could pick the home that's going to be built on it, and you can kind of get super detailed with that. And then you're going to have the homes that are already in the building stages, where you could potentially pick what goes into the home, but they already have picked out the lot for you, as well as the design of it. And then you're gonna have your third option, which is gonna be move-in ready homes, which would be just like this, right? They're already built, they're already good to go. Now this one is a model home. So real quick, asterisk on the furniture, it's not gonna be included since this is a model home, but if you have a great negotiator, wink, 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 you could potentially get something as far as added incentives and things of that nature. So with that being said, I do want to mention I am a licensed real estate agent here in the Boise and surrounding areas. So whether it's a Boise hunter home that you absolutely love within this community or another community, or just homes that you're curious about or the area in general, I would love to help you. So you're going to see my cell phone number as well as my email pop up on the screen. You can pause the video and call me, text me, or shoot me an email with detailed information about your current situation and what I can do on my end to help you. So whether it's this community or another community, if you guys have any questions or would like me to help you with that, just let me know. I'd love to help you guys. And one thing I love to say is the more information you provide, the more I know how to help you. So with that, let's get back to viewing this home. So as we're kind of walking through the home, I know we explored the kitchen already, but let's kind of see some of the other touches. One thing that you're going to really love, now they call this like a Zoom room. So it's not an office necessarily, but since COVID happened, we know more than ever that nowadays rooms like this are just more common due to the fact that you can just plug and play your computer and be good to go. And check out these keypads. These keypads are really cool too. Super cute, I love it. But that's gonna be a nice little Zoom room for meetings and things. Now this is gonna be the first bedroom that we've seen. Now what you're gonna love about this bedroom, now if you have in-laws or you just have people that are going to be staying with you, you have a full bathroom here. And wait till you see this bathroom. I love what they did with the finish as far as the shower, but you're going to have so much that it includes all the way up to a certain point where, you know, most people, they just don't go all out when they come to the tiling, but they just do a really great job and keep everything in conjunction. And it's just all flows together super well. So it's gonna be a beautiful room for different scenarios, whether it's going to be having in-laws visiting or just friends or family and whatnot. Then you also have these gorgeous closets. And then these doors, like I said, I'm 5'8", so standing next to this door, it makes me feel like a little guy, but I am a little guy. But anyways, you're gonna have some gorgeous closet racks and then some shelving included as well. And not only do you have this one, but you're also going to have, give me a second, we're getting there. It's just such a big house, guys. I don't know what to do. Just running out of space. You're gonna have closet number 2. So plenty of space for anyone that is visiting, family, whoever. All right, walking through the home, let's continue. Check out that fireplace. Did we even talk about, I don't think we even talked about the living room, but one thing I do love about Boise Hunter Home is they always have a killer windows for one, but killer fireplace in most of the homes. Now I will say every now and then you may have a home without a fireplace, but I don't believe these are gonna be one of the homes that don't have it. So, gorgeous fireplace. You can always have different touches, like I said, right? You're gonna have different types of homes and what you're able to choose and not choose as far as what goes in it. But as far as for this one, they did really well on this one. Even this bathroom, check this out. You're gonna have this gorgeous floating sink. Just has a really nice aesthetic. And then just this back, just look at this, just gorgeous. Everything they do, they just do it so well. Now, I am someone that does get infatuated. I love looking at houses. I love looking at the backsplash. I love looking at the cords, counters. I love looking at all that stuff. So little things like how clean this walkway is as far as the stairway goes, even the little details like this, like how common do you see something like that? There's just not a lot of houses that you're gonna see these unique touches and all this space that you can get to include the privacy. Now, before we get up here, for those of you guys that love your guys hanging out or they're having the girls over for a nice mimosa, you're gonna love this. Come check this out. You're gonna have this gorgeous lounge area with a built-in bar kind of touch. So you are more than able to host people that are gonna be able to come in and enjoy just the privacy. You're just gonna have more than enough space and this beautiful bar to just be able to host. So that's gonna be a really nice touch. Now, I know you guys are probably like, all right, we get it, it's a beautiful home, where's the master? Well, the good news is we're gonna get there. Just to kind of speed it up a little bit, you're gonna have another full bathroom and 2 bedrooms here. You're actually gonna really love these designs. I love how they stage these homes. Like I said, they just do a really killer job, but all the decorations just kind of give you a good idea of what you could do potentially yourself. So let's sneak over to the master. So you're gonna have your utility closet here. You're gonna have a gorgeous bathroom here, which is just dual vanity, but they're not together, they're on separate sides. So you know what's better than a dual vanity is sinks that are by themselves. So you're gonna have one sink on one side, one sink on the other side, depending on how your partner and you can get along or not. If you can't get along like I can't with my partner, then you're gonna be, I'm just joking, she's great. But you're gonna be able, she's actually on the other side of the camera, so she's giving me that look right now. But you're gonna be able to separate the two and have your own dedicated area for your own needs. Then check out this bathtub. Me personally, I like my bathtubs nice and big, and this one is more than spacious for whatever activities you decide to do in the bath. And of course your walk-in shower, which is also gorgeous. But not only that, let's talk about the bedroom. Now, as you're walking up to the bedroom, you just have tons of space here, which is just more than probably most of us will ever need. But the good news is if you do need it, you have it. And then you have this huge primary bedroom. Guys, just come in, just come take a look at this. Come take a look at this. This is gonna be some of the view that you get with some of these homes where you just see these beautiful hills and mountains. And on one side, you're gonna have all types of landscaping, and the other side you may have something as gorgeous as this, which this one specifically, you're gonna have the view of the park, which is just absolutely stunning. Now, there's a lot of constructions going on, so you're not gonna be able to see the finished product just yet, unfortunately, but as they continue to build it out, you will notice this one does have a balcony, which is personalized to the primary bedroom, so you can kind of get away, go outside, and just really enjoy the view as far as what it has to offer. So that's gonna be this home. Now, what I would like to do is show you guys some more of the community. So we're gonna go for a quick drive and show you guys another part of the neighborhood, and as well as some of the amenities as well. So let's go. All right, guys, so this is gonna be the other part of Dry Creek Ranch. This is gonna be the estates. This is probably the most exciting part of the entire community, because for those of you guys that are looking for land, that are looking for still gorgeous, beautiful homes, or maybe even personal stables. Yes, personal stables. So for those of you that are owners or people that are looking for equestrian homes, these are gonna be perfect, and we're gonna show you exactly why. So let's take a look. Now, you'll notice in this neighborhood, homes are really separated. They're much further apart. You don't have a neighbor that's touching toes with you or anything like that. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And even the way they built these homes, it kind of has like a ranch kind of feel to it, so people really love it. There's also some homes that are gonna be super, super, super modernized as well. But this one, for example, doesn't this just feel like a nice place to kind of just sit out, enjoy it, and just watch the neighbors? It feels like a homey home, right? Some people said that they don't like the modern homes because they don't feel like home, but this one just actually feels like it's just genuinely home. So let's check it out. All right, guys, so this is the inside of the Amethyst. This is a 4-bed, 3.5 bath, 3,585 square foot home. It is absolutely gorgeous, but just like any other homes that Boise Hunter makes, as you can tell, it's just stunning. It's absolutely breathtaking. Everything they do, just next level, right? So without diving too much more into the home, the one thing that people really love about all these homes here is gonna be the following. Now, it's not gonna be just these huge doors that during the summertime you can completely open up all the way. And I know you probably, if you saw the last video, you know about this, but imagine during the summer, nice and warm, you got the nice breeze blowing through, you're gonna have this awesome feature here to where you can just really open up the home. But for you, the most sexy, the most attractive thing about this home is gonna be this lot. Check out the lot of this home specifically versus the lot of the homes literally right next door, where you can kind of see they're much closer, not as much lot size, whereas these ones are gonna have ton of space. You can even have a personal stable set up at your home as long as it's approved and all that good stuff. But these homes are just gonna be huge acre or half-acre lots, and that's gonna be the sexiest thing about these homes. So going back inside, I'm not gonna touch on too many different points, but not only does this subdivision have huge acre lots and half-acre lots, but they also have an actual horse stable, which I know we mentioned it earlier in the video, but it's going to be where you're actually able to place your horse or go pet horses or go for a ride. They have a bunch of walking trails around the area, just a ton of different things they provide for this side of the community. So, I mean, when it comes to which preference you have so far, you have the hills, which is gonna have the looks, you're gonna have the scenic kind of outlook as far as being able to look around, see all the mountains. Then you're gonna have this one, which is the estates, which is gonna have the big acreage, the lots, the big houses, gorgeous houses that are more kind of ranch kind of looking homes, right? So like, for example, this house has the beams on the ceilings, you have the gorgeous front porch. Now, and mind you, different homes, different models, right? You have 30 different models you can pick from that you can place on the lot if you go the build route, or if you go the move-in ready route, which is pretty much like this one. This one is move-in ready as well. You're just gonna be able to come in and it's already good to go for you. You just place your furniture and call it good, right? So that's gonna be the difference. Now we have one more that we're gonna show you guys outside of the estates, but I would love for you guys to see some of the drone footage. Check it out. Now the final part of the community that we're going to be talking about is Creekside, and if you can't tell, all the names have meant something, and this one stands for exactly that. It is going to have homes, Creekside. You can see you have beautiful trails here around the creek. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And guys, these homes are gonna be a little closer, a little tighter. They're gonna be next to the charter school. Did I mention they're building an entire charter school for this community? So not only do you have a charter school, not only do you have a garden, not only do you have stables for your horses, you just have absolutely everything. And that is why this is a master planned community. So I know you guys are gonna absolutely love this, but let's go ahead and break down everything once again and give you guys some drone footage of what this Creekside neighborhood looks like. Let's break it down. All right, so we gave you guys the full tour of the neighborhood, but now we're gonna talk about some of the pros and the cons of living in the neighborhood, as well as some personal advice and tidbits that we may have left out earlier in the video. I just wanna make sure that I get this to you guys because it's super important. So first off, before we dive into pros and cons, real quick, for those of you familiar with this in California, the community infrastructure district, which adds a pretty hefty expense or additional cost to your bill, is not charged here. So that is something you won't have to worry about. And the good news is that community, specifically the Dry Creek Ranch community, is going to have some of the lowest property taxes, not just in the state, but in the country. So super awesome incentives as far as what they're doing as far as taxes, as far as also being able to use your homeowner exemption, which is an additional tax write-off for you guys, or not even a write-off. The homeowner's exemption, which is going to be huge for you guys because you're also going to be able to take $125,000 off the assessed property value and not have to pay taxes on that as well if it is your primary residence. So there's a lot of benefits here as far as the community itself. One last thing I want to add before we dive into pros and cons is going to be the HOA fee. So the HOA fee, and you're not even going to believe this, is going to be $1,440 annually. So if we're looking at a breakdown of what that looks like, we're talking about $120 a month for the HOA. And as far as sewer systems and wildlife mitigation and private water, it is a flat fee for the private water of $47.50. And then private sewer system and rates as far as that goes is $85 a month. So these are things that may change in the future. It could potentially go up. However, for the most part, guys, it is literally pennies on the dollar as far as that goes. So wouldn't necessarily worry about that. Outside of that, guys, there is some pros and cons I want to run through with you guys to make sure that you understand everything pros and cons wise about this neighborhood. So kicking it off with the pros, I mean, first off, you have all the amenities in the world. I mean, from the equestrian arena, you have the clubhouse, you have a huge pool being built. You're gonna have an entire indoor and outdoor lounge. I mean, honestly, the amenities there are off the chain. Now, in conjunction with that, you also have just a natural setting, right? It's just so much nature in the area, wildlife, preserved land that's going to be surrounding the neighborhoods, which is awesome. Guys, it doesn't really get better than that neighborhood. It is a dream neighborhood for a lot of people, especially if you're someone that is looking to be able to live in a house and have your horses nearby. It's just unheard of out here unless you're purchasing, you know, acres of land within the county, because city limits probably is going to restrain you a little bit unless it's a farm home or something of that nature, a ranch home. So there's just so many benefits as far as that goes along with it. Now, the next thing, as far as pros go, you guys saw the build of the homes. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're stunning. Guys, I think Boise Hunter Homes is one of the best builders in the Treasure Valley as a whole. Like, to be quite frank and just brutally honest with you, probably one of the best builders. The only other one, there are some other luxury builders that are doing it, or independent contractors as well, but you kind of got to pick through the haystack, right? Find the needle in the haystack for solid quality builders, and Boise Hunter Homes kills it. So outside of that neighborhood itself, there's kids out there, they're playing, there's neighbors that are waving, super friendly people, like genuinely one of the friendliest neighborhoods. I mean, Boise itself and the surrounding areas are all super friendly, but when we're talking about that neighborhood specifically, as we're driving around filming this content, people are waving at us. You know, we were stopped at one point and they were like, hey, do you guys need something? Like, do you need help or anything? Like, is there anything I can do? Like, just super sweet community. So I think you guys will absolutely love it. Now, cons wise, let's talk about that. Cons wise, I will say this. The second I hit the hills, my internet connection dropped. I had no internet connection. However, in the Creekside and the estates, I was perfectly fine. So I had 5Gs. My internet was perfectly fine. But that could be something that you kind of think about in the future as well. I don't know if they have internet providers or internet service to make sure you're good to go, but a little bit of thought is probably going to have to go behind that. Now, next thing is going to be that there is ongoing construction as they continue to build this. Like I said, they're planning on building over 1,000 homes. They are nowhere near complete, so probably have another 10 years as far as what they're going to be doing and how much construction is going to be going into it. The good news is they are getting a lot of the amenities built up now, so that way you guys can start having access to that. As the garden's already built out, some of the soccer field is already out there for where the charter school is going to be, so they have tons of stuff already available as well as the horse stables, of course, as well, right? So as far as all that goes, that's already built, but they're still building, and that's going to be a con. Another con is going to be, it is not cheap to get into these homes, right? Affordability wise, you're starting at $800,000 at the lowest end, and that's base price. If you add anything to it, we're talking about much more, all the way up to the $3 million price point. So for those of you that may have a friendlier budget, it may not be the best neighborhood because you're limited on what you can find. However, it's not to say that it's impossible. So if you would like more sense of direction, please let me know. I would love to help you guys, regardless of your situation, regardless if this neighborhood is for you or regardless if it's not. It's literally what I'm here for, so please reach out. Outside of that, one more con is going to be distance. Now, while it is located in the outskirts, and I know I was pretty clear about that, you are still 20 minutes from downtown Boise. So you do have tons of amenities nearby, but it is kind of secluded from, you know, the heart of Boise, the heart of downtown, all the events and things. You're just naturally going to be a little further away than you may like, depending on if location matters or not, to get into a neighborhood like this. Finally, I know I said there are amenities and things nearby, but it's still limited because you are on the outskirts. So that's going to be another con, is just limited nearby services as far as you know, grocery stores and all that. You do have a Chevron literally 3-5 minutes away from the neighborhood, which is a gas station if you're unfamiliar. And then you also do have, you know, some shopping centers about, I want to say 7 to 10 minutes away, but you know, it's still a trip. So I just like to make sure that I'm very clear and upfront about that. But as far as it goes, guys, Dry Creek Ranch, absolutely stunning neighborhood. I saw it when it was first being built, and I gotta go check it out again in person in 2022, somewhere around there. And the homes were so gorgeous. I took so many videos and pictures, and I was telling everybody about it. So it's a gorgeous neighborhood. People are gonna absolutely love it. You're probably gonna love it. And if you have questions that are further than what we provided as far as information wise for you today, please let me know so I can get that for you. Outside of that, guys, this is going to be the wrap up of the video, but I'm going to ask you for a huge favor. Do me a favor and subscribe to our channel. Leave a like, comment if there was anything that we missed that you'd like us to kind of reach out or hit on, or even if there's anything you would like us to create videos on in the future. We would love to know in the comments. And also, if you would like to get notified for more amazing videos like this, do me the favor of pressing the bell at the top of the screen, and from there you will get notified every time we drop an amazing video. So thank you guys for watching this YouTube video. If there's anything I can do, you're going to see my personal cell phone number pop up on the screen and my email. Call me, text me, email me, whatever you need from me. I am a licensed real estate agent here in the Boise and surrounding areas, and I specialize in relocations. And if you would like a relocation guide or anything like that, you're going to be able to press that in the link with the video. So if you guys have anything else, or if you don't, thank you guys once again for tuning in. Love you guys. See you guys on the next one.